meeting is being recorded.
Are. We're all worn now. All right. Well, good morning. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. It's nice
Good
to see
morning.
everybody back again. Good to have you. This is a great time due to all the fluctuations in weather. It's a great time to put your music to work because you can enjoy the music. It takes your mind away and it keeps your body warm. So that's a good thing. That's what we want. So it's great. January and February are great times to play a lot of music. And I'm hoping that you will. And for today, we did last week. Oh, what a beautiful morning. And if you weren't with us, I'll just tell you that before the chorus comes in, that's where we did a fill and we stopped. We did an auto stop, if you will, to make that last section be a little bit more dramatic there, coming to the ending. The other thing we did talk about was when you do that pattern where it's, oh, what a beautiful, you want to put your second finger on E and your first finger on F. Tuck your thumb under. That's a way for you to have enough fingers to get all the way up to the E flat there. And the next pattern is the same again. E2, F1. So we're always making it convenient to have enough fingers. And then at the end, the last three notes in the song on the second ending, we took the notes and we went up instead of down. So we played that E, and then we played an F, and then we played a high G, and then we ended on an F. And that's a little bit more of a final ending, if you will. So hopefully that put a little spark in it. This is very nice. Very nice song. Song setup, put it on Doris 3/4 as the music style, but you could use easy waltz, or as long as you did a side-by-side waltz and not an up and down. You don't want a Viennese waltz. It's not that kind of song. So you need a side-to-side. Okay?
Joanie?
Yes.
Joanie?
Yes.
What was that style you said?
I'm sorry?
What was the style you just said?
It put it on Doris 3/4, which is it's a little bit. What did I say last week? It has Doris 3/4 has a little bit of a Mexican flavor to it, but you could also use easy waltz as well. The point, if you're on an easy product, then you want to use easy waltz, full band. But the point was that you wanted to use a rhythm, a 3/4 that goes side to side and not an up and down. So you don't want an pa. You don't want a Viennese waltz. You want one of the side to side smoother waltzes for this song. Any other questions?
Yeah, I just want to make sure I got that right. Is that Doris, like Doris, like Doris Day?
Correct.
Oh, okay.
3/4.
Okay.
Yeah, that rhythm is a signature style for Que Sera Sera. So I found some other rhythms that are side to side 3/4 rhythms. Like I said, the style, the Doris 3/4. Well, I'll just let you hear it. How's that? Let's go right over here. In case you don't have it. Come on. Oh no, that's not what I want. Here's how it sounds. what I'm saying about its little, like Mexican like?
Mm-hmm.
So if I go to, here's what you don't want. Here's an example. Okay, that's too hard. But I could do this. That's a nice side to side. Smooth orchestra 3/4. Strings 101. Very nice. Easy waltz, of course. We have a smooth piano. Smooth piano is not my preference at all because it's a very strong, uh, solidifying the beats. So it's still a side to side type of rhythm, but it's very strong. So that wasn't one of my preferences by any means. So who would like to play?
I have it, Joanie.
Joanie,
Perfect.
Joanie, I recorded it. This is Connie.
Go ahead, Connie.
Yeah, this is my first time to record it, and I don't know how many times I recorded it to try to get through without making any mistake, but I wasn't quite able to do it. But
That's
anyway,
okay. No, don't worry about that. That's wonderful that you recorded. I'm so happy.
so and what's weird, I've got it on 4 different settings, whatever. But on one setting, I could not figure out what I didn't like the sound. I couldn't figure out what instrument I had or what to do. So anyway, I went to the lower keyboard on the 3rd setting. So
Okay.
okay,
Good.
so okay, and it's at 85 as fast as I could go.
Okay, thanks. And you're playing on a Rialto?
Marquis, Grand Marquis.
Oh, Grand Marquis. Very nice. Good job on the recording.
Thank you.
That's super. Nice chords you did too. Loved it. Good
I would-
job, Connie.
We'll hear the pro, Gary. I know.
Pardon?
And now we'll hear the pro, Gary will do it.
Remember, Connie, music is a journey. It's not a destination. So we're always growing and learning,
That's
right?
That's the truth.
Go ahead, Gary.
Okay, I use Doris 3-4 also, and second time through, I turned off basic and turned off Orc Plus, and I turned on Fake It and played along to Fake It.
Nice. What was the style you used?
Doris 3-4.
Oh, okay, good. Okay. Nice.
What tempo was that?
Nice job. Good job.
Gary, what tempo was that?
That was tempo 120.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, that was a little zippy.
Yeah.
Nice though. I like to fake it. That turned out really nice.
Yeah, I thought it went well.
And good job, Connie, for recording the first time. I'm so happy for you. That's wonderful.
Thank you.
Now just keep it up.
Okay.
Record anything you play. You can always delete it. You don't have to save it, but it does get you in that procedure of doing it so it feels comfortable to you.
Right.
The first time's never really comfortable, but the more you do it, the smoother it feels to you. So that's great. I'm really excited that you did that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else?
I have it, Joanie. This is Levon.
Hey, Levon.
And I use jazz waltz.
Okay. Wow, that'll put a different spin on it. That's going to be interesting. Very good.
Thank you.
Good job, Levon. Very nice. So in the beginning, Levon, you started with no rhythm, am I correct?
Yes, I had no rhythm on the first part of it.
Just the easy button.
No, I didn't use the easy button either, just chords.
Well, what was giving you your bass?
I was holding each chord before I went into the next one.
Yeah, but
I
the only way you could have a bass on is if you had, well, MCS or easy on.
No, I just put strings in it and a piano in it and a piano in my bass, and I just used that.
So there was a bass on.
Yes,
Okay, gotcha.
I think I had the piano in my bass.
Yeah, that was a nice way to start it for sure.
Thank
Very
you.
nice interpretation. It's kind of fun to listen to people play. Now, we've heard 3 people today, and no 2 were the same because of all the choices we have. You know, there's so many options that no 2 people are the same, which is really great. It's great to hear someone else's interpretation of what they can do with it. So that's wonderful. Thank you, all of you.
Joanie, I have it also.
Okay, who's speaking?
Kathy.
Okay, Kathy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kathy, where
Now,
do you live?
in Alabama.
I'm sorry?
Montgomery,
Alabama.
Alabama.
Okay.
So
Yeah, go ahead.
it was only done about 45 minutes ago because I didn't have time this week, but it's fast because that's the way I play. But I'll
Okay.
try it.
Very good. Very good, Kathy.
Thank you.
I like the
Thank
way you cut at the end. You cut it in half. That was very nice. Good
Yeah,
job.
just to slow it
And
down.
you're
but
right.
I
It was
can't-
fast. That must be the way you've known it. You would get a speeding
Yes.
ticket, I think.
Right. That's the way I hear it. Yeah. So
That's okay. That's perfectly fine. Very good. Thanks for sharing. All righty. We're going to go to Take the A Train today. And this is not a real easy song to play. And the reason for it is every time you have 8 eighth notes in a measure, it's really contingent on your fingering. Otherwise, you will trip. So I did put some of that in, and we'll talk about that in just a moment.
Hey,
Where is
John.
this song from?
I'm sorry,
What is
Hey.
this song from? Because I've never heard it before.
you never heard it before?
Nope.
Wow. I don't know where it's from.
Okay.
Song Setup does swing train. You can also use Chicago swing, which is slower. I tried out Boogie Woogie, and I really liked it because it has such a great bass line. It's really, really good. And then, of course, there's the rhythm called The Train. So you can use that as well. On the easy line, you have The Train. If you're on an easy 10, that is Broadway guitarist performer. So you have that as well. Okay. And we're going to talk
Joanie?
about, yes.
If anybody has a copy of that, I wasn't able to get one. I appreciate them sending to me. It's Ann Duncan.
Okay, can you put your email in the chat, please, Ann?
Yes,
Perfect.
thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody who has it, just go ahead and send that if you will. So this is a chance for us to apply sound effects. So what kind of sound effect do you think you would apply?
A train.
Yeah, very good. Very good.
Choo-choo.
Yes. And the way we can use a sound effect, which is not conventionally typically done, is you can start with the sound effect before you even start the intro. So we're hearing a train coming. Sound right?
Yeah.
Now, the question is, how do we do that? How do we get this sound effect on? So I want to review that for everyone. So you're going to go to the feature button, feature clear, and you're going to scroll to page 9. And on page 9, you have choices. You can elect to put the train on the left or right foot switch. You can elect to put it on the left or right touch bar, or you can elect to put it on pedal natural, pedal black. Those are the 6 places that you can put that sound effect. Now, getting to the sound effect is kind of interesting because it's a long scroll, and that's just the way it is. We can't fix this, but I want to show you. I don't know how close I can get. I'm going to try my best here. So when I go to my features, I'm going to go to page 9, and let's just say I'm going to do foot switches. Okay. So I prefer left foot switch. So I'm going to highlight left foot switch, and then I'm going to scroll. And I'm going to get a drop down box. I don't know if you can see it right there. Can you see that? The page is in the way. See this drop down box right here? Now I highlight that. And then I start to scroll. Let me put the camera down before I drop it. There we go. And I'm going to scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll until I get to train. Which the first time I did it, I actually scrolled right past it. I had to go a whole nother round again. Because I was thinking it was going to be in a third drop-down box, and it wasn't.
Excuse me, Joanie, I've lost you. I'm on the left foot switch. Okay, and then I highlight underneath that, and then I think I missed a step here.
No, you scroll the first box on left foot switch until you get to sound effects.
Oh, sound effects. Okay.
EFX. And then you're going to get a drop down box with all the sound effects.
Oh.
And you scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll till you get to the train.
Okay.
Now,
Got it.
what's the trick? How many times do you want to do that? Not many, right? So I have to lock it. So I go to my locks.
Train.
Here's my train. You hear it? Okay. So I'm going to go to my locks, and I'm going to lock control on. I'm also going to, well, that won't work. There, I saved my train. I'm going to put on the first one, swing train, I guess.
Oh, you're going back now.
No, I'll be right back to you. I'm just trying to get the rhythm style. You really need to put your rhythm style on. I thought I saved it in my presets, but I guess I didn't. You need to put your rhythm style on first, your music style, and then go and do anything else alterations that you want to do, okay? Make sure you have your rhythm on.
So we start with the rhythm style and then go into a left foot switch. And
Right, correct.
okay.
Correct.
All right.
Or
Well, that's
touch
okay.
bars. You can put it on the
Right.
touch bar
Right.
or pedal natural black. If you do pedal natural black, make sure your pedals are turned on. If the pedals are turned off, you won't hear it. So you got to make sure that light's on. Okay.
And we want
it.
and
I have it on the foot switch there. Question,
we
Doug?
want yes, we want to go to underneath. I'm on left touch bar, so I want to go to EFX. Is that correct?
Sound EFX.
Oh, sound EFX. Okay, I'll find it.
That's in the first box.
Right.
And then you're going to get, after you go through all of them, then that's going to be in alphabetical order till you get to the train, the second
Right.
box.
Okay.
So it's called a drop down box.
Right.
So what I'm going to do, I have swing train on right now. And I am going to also lock my accompaniment because I'm going to move around from sounds and I don't want things to change. So I'm locking control. The lock control means that train sound will stay no matter what sound I happen to be on. You have to use the control lock. And then the other one I'm doing is accompaniment lock. Okay? All right. Let's give this a train. Give this a try. So what I want to do before I start my intro, I'm going to get my train going. Here we go. All aboard. Go back and repeat, but I want to go back to Quiet Train. I want to go back to the lyrics are take your baby subway riding. That for me is on the second page, line 2. That's where I'm going to draw a second bar line and put in dots. because that's the part I want to go back to. I don't want to repeat the whole song, but this is the bridge. So I'm going to keep the train going while I do the ending. And I'm going to keep it going after the ending stops. And then I'm going to release it. There it went. Okay? So it's good use of a sound effect. Now, couple things. On the second section, during the bridge, take your baby subway riding, and then the next line is, that's where romance may be hiding. Well, on that first measure, which is an A note, and it's an A note and a C note, and it's a D7 chord, and I'll show you here if I can. Okay, see right here?
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
there we go. That's better. So I put in a quarter rest there, and I played that A on beat 2, which sounded better because A, I could hear the train, no pun intended. And then I held the C for 2 beats instead of 3. I just crossed out the dot right there. That's one thing I did. On the third line, same place in the bridge, I went from E down to A, and I did not a gliss, but like that. Look at my hands if you can.
Where is that?
Okay?
Where is that?
Played every note from E to A. Okay?
Is that near the word romance? I don't know what measure you're in.
Riding. Take your baby subway riding.
Oh, riding. I got you.
So from E to A. Okay, the next measure is a tie. So make sure you don't hold the tie because you want to hear the train. But I did play on the tie. I played an E as in Edward note. And then on the third beat, I played an E flat. I'm sorry, I said E note. I didn't mean that. E chord. And then I played an E flat chord on the third beat. Okay. And so what would that be considered?
Just walking up.
I'm walking down.
Or down.
That's
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
I'm on an F, and then I put in an E chord, an E flat chord, and then I will arrive down at D7 at the bottom of the page.
Is
Make
this on
sense?
third line, second measure you're referring to right now? The E note?
E to A, correct.
So you play what now? An E flat?
No. The next measure, measure 3, is a
Oh.
tie.
Right.
That's
okay.
where I'm going to first play an E chord, and then I'm going to go to an E flat chord on the third beat.
Okay.
Okay. There's one other thing. If I go up to the top of the second page, the lyrics are, see that old New York is mighty. Mighty, the last note, last eighth note, is a C sharp. I don't know it that way. I can't make that C sharp work. So I crossed out the C sharp and I played a D as in dog. Okay. I played an eighth note, D as in dog, because C sharp didn't work for me. It comes up again on the third page, just before the first ending. Same thing there. There's that C sharp. I couldn't make that. In my ear, I could not hear it that way correctly. I know it as a D as in dog note. And that D will actually be a little easier for you to hit than the C sharp. Now, for all these patterns of the eight eighth notes, let's go back to the first page for a moment. And for me, it's line 2, measure 3. Take a little ride around the city. The fingering for that is A is finger 1. A sharp is finger 2. B is finger 1. You have to tuck your thumb there. Then E will be 5. G will be 1. F sharp 2. F 1. And then the D, I made it a D instead of a C sharp. That's going to be 5. And when I get to the next line, city is the lyrics, I've added a fill in that measure, the first measure. And then in the second measure, I played a G7. And then in the third measure, I went back to a C. That's just to give the chords a little bit of activity there.
So on that fingering that you're talking about, take a little ride. A note is with finger 1.
Yes.
A sharp is finger 2. And then with the B, you bring your finger 1 or thumb.
They're the same.
So just finger 1. Okay. And then E is
That
finger
is your
5.
thumb.
Okay. All right. Oh, I got you. Okay. 1, 2. Oh, I got it. So you just tuck it under. I got you. All
Right. Tuck it under. That's correct. Very good.
All right.
Okay. Oops. We had somebody here. Just hang on a second. I hope I did that.
Oh, that makes more sense than for E being the 5th finger. Okay.
Yeah, you'll run out otherwise.
Right. Okay.
And so that's the same fingering for every pattern.
Mhm.
Okay. So,
Joanie, I have a question.
yes.
On the second page on my copy, the chords are cut off, so I can't see them on the first measure. The first line
Yeah, the first line, measure 1
where it
is
says
D.
you'll
as in
see
D,
that old.
yeah, D as in dog minor.
Okay.
And the second measure is G as in George 7.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, let's go hear a different rhythm now. Everything's locked, which is good. So I won't have to.
Joni, before we go any further, I'm thinking if I have this question, maybe somebody else will also. I'm doing my left foot switch. I have sound EFX and I've located train and highlighted it. Now, what's the next step? I think you said to lock it.
Lock with your control lock.
And where?
So it stays there.
And where's my control lock? Oh, I see it.
Okay, so you go to your locks and then it will come up on the screen right here. It's next to the tempo button.
I got it. Okay.
And 4 locks will come up on the screen and you touch control.
Oh, touch control. Okay.
Don't you
Now,
all?
so it's when I touch control, it highlights that and it says on. So as long as it's highlighted and on, that control lock is on.
Correct.
Okay. All right.
Okay, Joni,
Uh-huh.
problems with this too. I'm on the screen, it says control and a couple, I have those on. And I thought I did what I was supposed to, but the train sound is not coming up on the pedal. So I don't know, I must have missed a step.
Because if you have the train on the pedal, you have to do accompaniment lock and control lock.
Yeah, I got both of them.
And make sure your pedals are turned on.
Oh, thank you.
Pedal magic?
No, your pedal button next to the power button.
Yeah, it says lights.
No, it's at the top next to the power button. It says pedals off. If that button is lit, then your pedals are off. You have to make sure you turn that out.
Okay, it says bass pedals and it's got, you hit it and then it says mute. So that's not what I want. I don't know what.
Yeah,
I
you don't want them muted.
Yeah. but I'm not getting the A train or not getting a train sound on my pedals. I don't know.
Did you lock the control?
Yes.
All
But I
right,
missed,
I'll have you give me a call after, and
Okay.
I'll try to walk you through it again.
okay, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. All right, I'm gonna go now to Boogie Woogie just to let you hear that one because I thought it was kind of catchy. It's too fast for sure. So comes on at 162, God forbid. So we're gonna
What tempo might you, what tempo might you use for Boogie Woogie?
about 125.
Okay.
There's my train. This is really cute. And there's the train. Okay. So that was pretty catchy.
Yeah.
I know the song a little bit faster, and I've heard a lot of people play it, and it it generally is played at a pretty fast pace. Um, but I slowed it down even slower than I would normally play it for you, because to get that pattern of those 8/8 notes that comes up 3 or 4 times in the song, you're
Right.
going to need it at a slower pace. So don't be afraid to go slow
Mm-hmm.
because it's a catchy melody. So it's okay if you're, playing it a little bit slower, but you'll still have the nice sound effect of the train. I do want to say one thing about that train. I put it on my foot switch, as you know, which I mentioned to you. On the train, when you kick the foot switch, the train keeps going. It's not going to stop until I kick it again, and then it stops. So be aware of that. It might be going the whole song. I applied it a little bit in the beginning, and then I applied it at the bridge, and then I took it off, and then I put it back on, and so I'm kicking that switch back and forth to have it a little bit, but you don't want it to be overpowering in the whole song, especially if you're using Swing Train, because Swing Train has a train in the background anyway. So you want a little bit, but you don't want too much. Make sense?
So what tempo were you playing it at,
On
Joanie?
Boogie Woogie, I played it at 125.
Okay.
On Swing Train, I don't know. Let's check it out. Let's see here. Swing Train. Swing Train comes on at 142, which is too fast. Anywhere between 125 and 130. And then the last one that I'm not going to play it for you, but I am going to play the style so you can hear it. This is the train. The train. That's what the style's called. That's me applying my sound effect train. And then I took it off. The train, if you're using that music style, I put that at 115 because that came on really quickly as well. Okay. Questions?
I got it now, Joni. I had it on the foot switch. I thought I had it on the pedals, and that's why I didn't hear it.
Ah. Okay, there you go.
Yeah. So if you want to save it, then you save it to like a bank, A1 or whatever.
If you were going to save it, yes.
Mhm. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, well, thank you,
And
whoever
does
just said
somebody-
that.
Yeah.
Somebody who if somebody will make sure that you have Ann Duncan's email so somebody can get her a copy of the song, please.
I got the email. I'll send it to her.
Thank you very much. Okay. Well, get on your train today and have some fun. And I look forward again, Connie. Thank you for recording yourself. That was great.
You're welcome.
Always look forward to having somebody record that hasn't done it in the past. That can be a lot of fun. So.
And
Very-
Joni, I've been out of the loop just a little bit here lately, but have we done this month on a clear day you can see forever?
Yes. Well, not
Okay.
this month, but we did it.
You did it. Okay. All right. All right.
And I'm not sure. I'll be sending an email. I'm not sure what we're going to be doing for next week. I may go back and pick up my eyes adore thee because that was one we didn't cover that we were going to cover, but I'm not sure.
Super. Yes, and I too just discovered there's a big difference between the pedal and a foot switch.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Right.
I couldn't figure out.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I mean, I know, it's amazing how we know this kind of stuff, but then when we try to apply it, I think I get a little bit nervous and I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm not understanding this and they're all getting past me and blah. So I'm not using my head as much. And then I thought, oh, I can use my foot switch and not, it says switch, not pedal. So anyway.
Right.
So you can do either.
But
One,
it comes, the more you do it, the more you learn about what you have on your instrument, the easier it becomes
Sure.
and the more comfortable it becomes as well. So
Right.
that's okay. Every new thing that you learn on your instrument is a huge plus for you.
Hmm.
It's one more thing you can now do that you didn't either need before or didn't think you needed. That's why I try to throw in sound effects and get us to use some of the features that have nothing to do with your playing ability skills. It only has to do with using the features on the instrument. Makes
Right.
sense?
Right. Absolutely.
Okay, any questions? All right, get on your train, have some fun. Have a wonderful week and a blessed day today. And I look forward to seeing you next Tuesday, 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Okay?
Okay, thanks,
Have-
Joni.
See you
Okay.
then.
Have a
Very
good
welcome.
day.
My
Bye-bye.
pleasure. You do as well. Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.